can on Discord too.
Internet
issues.
Is that working? There we go. Don't know why that decided to mess up. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Hope everyone's doing well. Big shout out to the Forge. I appreciate their hosting services for this. Sorry. Sending a message, trying to figure out what's going on. Without further ado, take it away. Puppy, then Nuts, and then Azrael Malkov. Tell us what's going on. Go ahead and run through as I try to finish setting up. Sorry, running behind a little bit on stuff.
Nothing much. Just continuing to upload my VODs to YouTube. That's pretty much it.
How much editing do you do for that?
With the VODs, I'm not really doing any editing, just kind of getting rid of like the starting soon screen and just cutting that part out. But
I was wondering,
on my main channel, that's when I literally that's where the edited videos go. On videos that I'm like, oh, this was a good one. I'm gonna edit this down and post it to my main channel. But I just like created my new channel just to put my VODs on, so they have somewhere to be.
Well, that way they don't disappear ever.
Yeah. Yeah, because Twitch now you can only have up to 100 hours of highlights. So I used to save them on Twitch, but now I gotta move them all to YouTube.
I have been doing lots of delivery work. I have been doing more moving, doing some cleaning and clearing about the house. Went and saw and visited my dad and his wife today, which was a good trip, a good time. Got to bring him his birthday present, which it's hilarious because his birthday is like 2-3 weeks ago at this point now, but his wife had the flu when we were supposed to go there, and we were like, I'm not going anywhere near you. So that's been my week, my day today. Other than that, things have been going pretty good. Lots of stuff to do at the farm.
Oh yeah, I didn't know if it was me or Malcolm. I've been doing stuff. One of my kids turned 9 today. Happy birthday, Jacob. Let's see. He was almost a leap year baby. Like, he was almost born on February 29th.
Yeah.
But he stayed in for another few hours, so. And today it's my weekend to work, so I finished up at 8. That was not terrible. Weekends aren't super busy normally. Sorry. Yeah, as you can see, I'm a little tired, like DM is. Didn't sleep really well last night. But we're still chugging along. Dogs, cats, kids. Elder Scrolls Online. Avowed. I did more Avowed. I did more Avowed this week. It's enjoyable. I finally rescued the ambassador. That's really early in the game, but I finally got that far. I did see something, like I was looking through my feed, and only 0.2% of players have seen the scene in ending in Avowed where you you have to make quote unquote the correct choice at all the major places. And
Yeah, I'm not sure what the
I-
correct choice is. They kind of make that a little fuzzy. We'll see.
I know, that's the thing. So we'll see what happens. So, but yeah, that's been it. Markov.
I've been playing Civ 7 and Gate and this Pathfinder. That's about it. Nothing new here, really.
All right.
I want to say one more thing. I just a personal request of mine. Like no one really can like provide it, but a vacation where it's just like me and my wife. That's like no dogs, no cats, no kids. Like just oh my god.
Well, you just need money.
Oh my god.
Hire somebody to watch them.
Yep. And it becomes like he's right about that. It is doable. It just requires a certain amount of money and the time to be able to get away. But for me and my wife, it took till the kids were out of the house for that for me, man.
Yeah.
So good luck. You might get a night away.
Yeah, it's only, what, 12, 13 years away?
Oh god. Jacob turned 9 today. 10 years? 10 years.
Yeah.
Jen will give it a couple more years.
So, we got that. Anything for you, Matt?
Just the standard for me. We're pretty used to it by now.
Music and TTRPGs.
Pretty much.
In healthy cooking and eating.
Doing my best, man. Doing my best.
Cool. Well, I want Harlan to do a recap because it's very pertinent to him right about now.
Mm-hmm.
It is zero surprise to me, and I mean zero surprise to Harlan, that Grandma had her bedroom or her safe room, wherever it was she had stashed herself, laced with some sort of explosives to get herself out. It probably was intended to be a cover-up to make it look like she died in the process, but we don't have an appropriate body to leave behind for that. So, the recap is, we freed Grandma. Now, how the hell are we going to get out of here? And where are we gonna
you're currently
hide?
in flight, so you know how you're getting out of there. Now you're just not sure how to get out of there.
Well, we're in flight with Max Tech because that's our...
NCPD. Luckily, it's not Max Tac.
Oh,
But yeah.
oh, okay.
Just
Good.
NCPD.
We did just get regular NCPD. Well,
Yeah, we're
then,
in the AV.
Then Ezek, you need to pull rank and not let them keep Zid
Rank.
rank.
Yeah,
It's called physical size versus thrown out of an AV.
When we get in the AV and we start flying, after as it gets over the excitement of getting to fly again, I'm gonna be why you want to meet Zid?
Our officer said to go pick him up. That would be up to them what they need him for.
Oh, you get
We
away.
just have a warrant to bring him in.
Get away. Okay.
Oh, can I see that warrant, please?
Shows you on a device he has.
I am going to pick it apart in any way, shape, or form to find something, try to find something that's got a hole in it that I can poke to try to not get him arrested. What do you want
Actually, it's very damning because someone else had made the data support it, to bring him in, and you can see certain fingerprints of you that are being labeled on Zid because apparently Zid went and scrubbed you and put it all on him.
He didn't. Zid, you didn't tell me you were doing that, did you?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think Zid told me any of that. So
You
I'm
can tell
looking at
anyone.
what is my issues, and I'm just gonna kind of shake my head because there's nothing I can do to poke holes in this. Because I'm gonna hand it back. I'm gonna look over at Zid and go, martyr complex? I mean, I'm genuinely, puzzled.
So it goes a certain way in life, man. There are things that you do not know, and there are things that you learn, and there are things that you choose once you have learned.
Why is it that
You make
every
no
one of
sense.
those things? Why is it that every one of those things kicks you in the teeth at least once at every step?
He says, it so happens that when I went under a little while ago and Blue took over because I was incapable, someone out there got hold of my ID and used it in the exec zone without my permission. Seeing that, I knew in that moment, man, that I would be caught one way or another. So, knowing what was on your device, knowing that it was full of incriminating evidence against Life Tech, which we are all against, I took it, put it on my device, scrubbed yours clean, or gave you a new one at least, so that you could start fresh. So that Life Tech could be painted by me when I go in and tell them what has really been going on in Night City and why some of their men are missing.
So you really do want to go in and talk to these guys then?
I do, man. I think we need as many allies as we can. And if they do not listen, well, it is their loss as well as ours.
I'm going to take my device out and I'm going to quickly scribble things. Here, do me a favor. Can you sign this for me, Zed? It's a disclosure that I get to be your biographer for this purpose, and it means that they can't separate us if I don't want them to. One of those media things.
Sure.
Or at least I
Nice.
can try.
Nice, quick thinking.
And so to Ezek, Zid will look to him and he'll say, we have all lost people that we care about. I don't know where you came from or what you stand for, but you have stood for us. I do not know if you lost anyone, man, or if you have forgotten.
No, everyone here. I'm gonna look around and be like, yeah, everyone here.
But we have all lost someone, and we are here to bring the abductors down.
You go get them.
We're getting help. We're going to get some help. Oh.
Sorry.
Into the police station it is, huh? I was ready to start shooting cops if I had to. Damn.
So they land, and there's a squad of NCPD there, ready to take those of you who are not being incarcerated out. And that's where nuts. You can try to use that route if you want.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna
Stay with him, or you can.
I'm his official biographer. We're doing a story. This is a biography piece of from the combat zone to corporate SBI. You can't take me away. This story's too good. I'm gonna handcuff myself to him if I have to. I start digging through my thing looking for handcuffs. I'm being that asshole. What do you want me to roll?
Asshole check.
Asshole check.
For this one, it's probably persuasion.
Yeah. There you go.
I mean, you don't have corpo ranks, otherwise you could roll that.
Come on, man. Lay off.
I could
I'm
also
not saying
probably
you. I'm saying that
could-
corpos are a certain type.
I could also probably roll my own roll ability just by claiming as a biographer to be the media who's attached to him. You can't separate me or you're breaking out. But I'm good with the 20 that I came up with that roll.
Yeah, 20's pretty good.
Yeah.
Corpos are just self-preservationists.
No.
That's how I choose to look at it.
Okay, you're wrong though.
That's fine. You're welcome to your wrong opinion.
Well, everyone here can be wrong.
So
So, a 20 does cover it. They're like, you realize where we're going to be putting him, right? Like, they look at you like, are you sure you want to go where we're going?
I'm gonna lean up and kind of look at him and go, realize how many different places I've had boots on the back of my neck trying to get a story.
I'll just follow along and be like, where are we going?
You're leaving.
Bodyguard, what are you talking about? Want me to sling the line of bullshit again?
You can try,
It's not gonna
Yeah,
fly.
but you're
That
gonna
one's
have
probably
to
not gonna
roll
fly.
really well.
Am I there?
Yeah, we're all there.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys are all there.
I asked the officer if I can go.
Well, they told all of you to, except for Zid, to exit with the one squad. The other squad that picked you guys up is taking Zid where he's supposed to go.
Okay, I leave with the other squad.
Yeah, that's probably not gonna do it. Oh, and everybody, if you didn't reset your luck,
If you roll that, they're like, well, then if they deem an execution's necessary, he can guard the body then.
well, what good is a dead informant? And aren't there laws about whistleblowing on shit still? Because some of your officers have been taken in this shit just along with the street kids too. And you
I
know
have
it.
no idea what you're talking about. All I know is that we were told to bring him in, and our lieutenant is going to talk with him.
Oh, okay. Well then, I'm talking to an idiot. Get me to your lieutenant. I was raised as a corporal. I know how to be that prick.
And at that, the guy stands there, is like, maybe we'll take a little break here for a while. My shift don't end for a while.
And at this point, I'm going to start waxing very poetic about the inefficiencies. And like I'm not addressing him like I'm already addressing an audience,
You're making it worse.
Yeah, Harlan's not
I
gonna
left.
stop unless somebody stops him. So
Yeah,
Zid,
I
are
was-
you gonna just do the quit it?
Yeah, I think he will. He's just gonna like stare at Harlan, and he's just gonna be shaking his head as if to be like, no, 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 not now, not this. This is not. He's like,
I'm sorry.
there is someone else that is a bigger fish, Harlan.
What has Grandma said so far? That's the real
Grandma's confused if she's supposed to exit or stay with you because you're her grandson, but she knows she's not really supposed to stay here. And you've completely ignored her.
She can come with me.
I'm gonna stop, turn, look at Zid, and go, you're right. Bigger fish. Stay safe, man. We'll be back for you as soon as we can. And I'm gonna turn to Grandma and say, let's go. I'm gonna exit the fucking vehicle with the rest of the squad because this guy's just gonna be a pest about this. Sit there for the next 6 hours. And by that time, Life Tech will be on us with their goon squad, and they will eat these fucking NCPD for breakfast with that. You know they will. We know Ezek could probably wipe the floor with everybody that's right here right now if he really went for it. This is not Max Tech. Okay? Now I'm saying this out of character, not
Right.
in character. We know that could happen if we chose to. And if they send 5 of those things, or the 2 that they had to try to retrieve right now, that's an even bigger NCPD incident.
So, as you guys leave, since Harlan has decided to go with Grandma, probably a good idea. Since she
as I
only
am,
knows
yeah.
you. I mean, she knows
She knows Ezek.
Ezek's manufacturing, but she doesn't know Ezek. There's a difference between knowing someone was manufactured and the details of their specs than knowing their current personality.
Details.
She has a very interesting look at Ezek, though. Almost remorse, almost curiosity, kind of like this hybrid between them.
All right, so
You guys exit. Zid is then brought into the office. Never to be seen again. Maybe. We'll take the camera there here in a minute.
Never to be seen again.
that's not like that doesn't happen in Night City often.
Zid, you get a message.
I get a
From
message.
a certain female character.
Of course
I've just
I
got
do.
a notification that you're picked up by NCPD. Should I pull the group together?
He says, no, man. And he'll lay out his plan
Okay.
in a couple of dot points. Basically, he says, let's see. He says that he was going to get caught for incorrect use of ID. He's gone in with evidence against Life Tech to see if he can turn the NCPD against Life Tech, to see if he can become a subcontractor just like Ezek, instead of getting caught. Yeah. Right.
Subcompactor.
But he's not saying subcompactor, he's saying the correct word.
Right.
And say, if I am instead, if they do not listen, and if I am instead held, maybe stand down and go against Live Tech. So, you know, he's trying to, and he will say to her, I think he said this in less words than this before, that so many people have lost partners, loved ones, family, and we need to bring these people together to stand up against the fuckery that is Life Tech. And that's what he's trying to do. So
She replies that she's not thrilled with your choices and decision because now you're making them take another one from her.
take another one?
Take one from her, like meaning she actually cared about you, and now you're making it so Life Tech, essentially because of them, you're gone, and she doesn't like that. Basically, she's saying that you said loved ones went missing. She's basically saying that you're that, without saying it.
Okay. He probably is too thick to see that.
I mean, it's pretty clear, but that's up to you if he's...
Yeah, but he's very smart, except with women.
Great.
She basically says that I guess you're joining Life Tech now because you're doing the same thing, taking mine from me.
Jesus.
Well, that's just straight nasty.
I mean, she said it nicer than that, but that's the summarized gist of it.
I do see her as being probably pretty direct.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. There's that.
Well, I mean, how would you feel if you find out the person you cared about decided to just disappear on you and burn themselves to get this route, right? She's not happy.
Zid says, this all came about because my ID was stolen when I was incapacitated, and I was gonna get caught anyway, so I may as well take them down with me. This isn't me, like, getting out of the game. This is me getting into it, by other means. And then he'll go ... hopefully.
And she replies, well, then you be yourself and I'm gonna go blow off some steam. And she sends you a picture of a certain building
Oh no.
that has the words Fungin pointed in front of it.
Oh,
And her heavy MG in front of her, and a number of Life Tech military people hanging out of different windows in that building. And she's apparently marching in there.
Damn it, do we have to like go rescue her now?
Yeah.
Great.
You guys don't know anything about it. Only Matt.
Yeah.
Only
He's
Zid
just gonna
does.
forward. He's just gonna forward that.
You try to
picture.
forward it, and for some reason you can't forward the image.
Okay. Can I screenshot it and try and forward it?
You screenshot it, and for some reason the picture is all pixelated. It's almost like someone has a virus built into the picture.
Jesus. A virus? What the hell?
Yeah, because obviously she didn't do that. That's not her skill set.
No. It's not her MO.
So give something for Zid to ponder as he heads to the room while you guys exit the building. So we're gonna hop over to that, Zid, give you a chance to think and stuff, and we'll be back.
Okay.
You guys, the camera pans to you guys as you are being led out the front of the NCPD building.
I'm gonna nudge Ezek and go, Didn't you just bring in a wanted fugitive? Don't you get paid for that?
Oh yeah, grenades. I'm gonna go to the desk and say, I put subcompactor. I bring in target.
And do you have an account for the transfer of the funds?
A what?
Do you have a location and account for your payment to be sent to?
No, you just give grenades. I take them here.
I'm not authorized to handle grenades. I am just the front desk.
I don't care.
Okay, well, you can write your information down and I will check with whoever your contact is.
I'm gonna get a call from a fucking NCPD.
She slides you a piece of paper.
I'm gonna look at the piece of paper, and I'm gonna look at him, and then I'm gonna look at the piece of paper, and then I'm gonna look at him.
Well,
with just
it's electric paper, but it's basically, a place where you can fill out your info. And it goes into the system for them to send it.
I'm just gonna look at it confused. Like, I look at it, and I look at him, and I look at it, and I look back at him. Like, now what?
Do you have your information? Like, you need to fill it out here?
Huh?
What's your subcontractor number?
Do I know that?
I mean, they gave it to you. Whether you know it or not is up to you.
If they sent it to me, then I would have it in my agent.
Yeah.
Then I'd say it out loud to them.
Okay.
Whatever it is.
They write it down. A lot of your information's missing. I will let your handler know and let them be in touch.
Okay. Now where's Zid?
I don't know who that is, sir. I'm sorry.
My teammate. We bring him in.
She looks at you like he just looks at you like completely and utterly confused. Like, your teammate you brought what?
The subcompactor thing. I bring Zid. I get grenades. Now where's Zid?
I would say be in contact with your handler. I don't know.
All right, whatever the last contact I got was, I would just respond to that. Where's Zid?
So whoever texted him from NCPD last is getting a reply.
Yeah.
He gets a reply back because the last one was an automated message from the subcontractor net. And so he sends it in. It's like, this is an automated message system. There's no one here to receive your message. Please contact your handler.
Wow.
I will just verbatim spit that out at the guy at the desk.
Why did you reply to the subcontractor net? Why don't you contact your handler?
Who that?
The person who gave you your ID?
Do I have a contact for that?
Yeah.
Okay, I will
It was
contact
it was
them.
the
Where's Zid?
it was the MaxTac person.
I'll just send a message. Where's Zid?
And there won't be a response for a while because he's currently on a call.
Okay.
So I don't know how long you want to wait around. Yeah, what?
I'm gonna, while this last bit is going on, I've kind of pulled off to the side with Grandma and gone, there are two options the way I see it. We go to ground in the city. You're not gonna like the way that's gonna require us to live. We get you out of the city and We've got some contacts with the nomads to probably be able to keep you safe until we get you back in contact with. We talked about him before. He's the one who turned off the tracker on Ezek. We've worked with him before. We think he might be willing to help us in this, but we don't have his say for certain on that. Would you call him a friend?
Colleague. He was better than most of the sorts, so he should be decent.
He's really had nothing to do with Life Tech and been running pirate shit out here in the Badlands since the shit went sideways with them for him. So. Great.
Okay. I guess we can try that way.
Really don't want to leave the city without having freed Sid. Grandma. The teammate. I feel like I'm abandoning him.
Yeah, but I kind of did it to myself. Come on.
He doesn't. Harlan's not going to see it that way, and you know it. Plus, you are right now the only one from when I mean, it's you. Nobody else. Everybody else is new. Okay? You were one of the ones that let me out. I don't want to leave you in jail. So, I'm gonna text Blue.
So once I finish sending the message though to my handler, I'll turn to the guy back at the desk and I'll be like, I send a message. Now where's it?
I do not know who that is or where they are.
Who does?
I don't know, because I don't even know who he is or where he is or anything about him. Except it's a name you've given me. Your handler would be higher ranking, would be the one who would know what information you are allowed to know and is pertinent to you. So you would need to wait for them to contact you with further information.
I will snort irritatedly at him.
Do you need a tissue, sir?
No, I need Zid.
Well, I can't offer you that, but I can offer you a tissue if you need.
Unfortunately, I think I don't have any choice and I have to abandon Zid behind. Getting Grandma safe is almost.
What did you send, Blue?
I'm sending to Blue whether she thinks there's any chance for the building that we're at of being able to just spring it. I want her probability assessment on it.
Evaluating. Please give me a few moments. Currently in a hostile situation.
Do you need our assistance?
No, I just need to keep my head down. She sends you a short little video clip. You see, like, absolute devastation. It seems like there is a squad of like 40 people near her, just like firing and ripping apart this building that's in front of her. And a few shots are coming out, but it seems like there's like a tenth of the shots coming out as they're going in.
Is she in this building?
They're both sides are in this building. Not the building you're in now, but the building that she sent you a video of.
Blue, what have you stuck your fucking... Oh my, you know what? I'm gonna keep that vulgar expression to myself. Blue, what are you doing?
My teammate said they needed to blow off steam, so I am assisting.
No,
She's in the
she
dungeon.
didn't. No, she didn't.
She went to the dungeon. Oh my god.
Can you tell me where you are?
It's a building in downtown Night City.
There's a lot of those. Could you possibly be more specific? Does it have a
I
name?
did not pay attention to the address as I was not driving.
Gosh, she went to the function.
Hold on. How much bullshit do I have to call on the AI wasn't paying attention? Now she's got a body for the
You can
first
try.
time. Hold on. But she's got a body for the first time, and I'm sure she's
Yeah.
probably distracted as all fuck. MUDM? I'm not taking my grandma through the function.
You don't even know that's where she's at.
That's Mix telling you that.
I know.
Let me take Harlan's grandma through the function. We are supposed to be saving how many people right now, we think? Grandma. Zid, possibly. I can't remember her name. What's her name?
Angela?
Angela?
The
the
Militech gal.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Zid's
yeah,
Zid's
Brianna.
girl.
Her. There's Angela. There's Colton.
Yeah, there's your dude.
Mm-hmm.
There's Colton that I'm looking for. There's hundreds or thousands of other ones. We're looking for everyone, and we're trying to save everyone right now. I need to cut these numbers down to reasonable to work. Right now, my grandmother's right in front of me, but I can't take her where she needs to go and be of assistance with any of these other things that we're talking about needing to be done, because they have to be done here.
And Ezek will come stomping out and be like, "That man's stupid.
Why?
Don't know where Zid is. No grenades.
Huh? Jessica, I will get you some grenades. Don't worry about that.
Kid, would Grandma be okay at my house?
I doubt it. With the level of heat
You want to start a
that
corpo
they're
war?
gonna be bringing, if I put her in there and they know she's there, you just started a war with Daimlar. Daimlar and Life, between Daimlar and Life Tech, guaranteed.
Oh, yeah.
That what you want to do?
I mean,
And
my
Life
boss
Tech will
is
be
a piece
striking
of-
first.
My boss is a piece of shit, so
So make sure that I get her to be able to stalk her at his house, so he takes the blame when the shit goes on. You put her at your place, you take the blame. That puts me in proximity of said shitstorm when it comes down on you.
man. Like,
We both know how that works.
Yeah. Alright. Whatever. I'm fine as long as that douchebag dies.
Is everybody okay? Hey, Pinky, what agenda do you have to throw into this? Who's trying to kill you again?
Speaking of which,
you know, it's hard
Pinky,
to
as he
say.
says this, you get a message. I'm still hunting you. With the cat eyes.
She's like, great. That's great. I'm just gonna let call Sunlink because I'm pretty sliced up. Yeah. Still injured.
Well, how badly hurt are you anyway? I don't know if we can really do much about that other than time. We don't have a med tech right now.
Sunlink is the med tech that's across the street from your safe house that you're working on fixing up.
Yeah, still working on that. because someone blew it up.
Yeah, I think we're going straight to the container apartments that's been the Nomad safe house while we then arrange passage for Grandma out into the wasteland is where I'm headed with her, is what I think needs to happen. And I am going to
Well, maybe
unfortunately have to trust the Nomads to get that job done.
Well, I'm gonna
Because-
ask
Okay.
the guy, the office, if they know of any close by bed techs.
Let me look at the map. Harlan, as you're exiting, you see someone has spray painted a similar likeness to you. And it says criminal at large, problematic media. And it has a fairly decent looking version of you, done in like graffiti style. And you see some NCPD, like low ranking, over there having to clean it off.
Who the fuck
And they
put my
just
face
erased the
up?
name on you because it was tagged with a name, but that's been erased.
Tagged with my name.
Oh, no. It looks like you and it has your name, but whoever did it also signed it. But they've just erased the signature of whoever signed it.
Thanks, guys. That's totally now not a lead at all. Really appreciate that bullshit. I'm gonna say it right to that low-ranking dude as I'm walking by.
We're
Did you see
just
what the
doing
name
our
actually
job
said?
cleaning it. No,
Did you
I
see
didn't
what the
pay
name
attention.
was?
These stupid things have been creeping up all over the city. Wait,
Mine
you look
too.
like him. Who doesn't
That's my
like you?
fucking picture.
Who hates you?
That's it. Who doesn't is a shorter list.
Well, keep a lookout. You'll probably find more of them. We keep having to clean these crap up. And they're put in like places that you're not supposed to do this. Whoever it is tagging stuff up at night, and it's not cool. It's giving us more work than we want.
Then why are you on the wall?
It says I'm a wanted criminal.
Isaac, maybe you'll get paid in more grenades if you take Harlan in.
Or imaginary grenades that he hasn't gotten paid yet. He doesn't. That's not a reward loop anymore. He's probably not okay with that.
Well, they send message when people.
He's smart enough to realize they have to send a message. Harlan's not actually wanted by the NCPD. Someone else took that blame.
Yeah, but they didn't tell the graffiti artist that they sent out to go tag with all that stuff that that's how that actually happened, because that's not what was expected. They expected they were going to be able to take the infected device that Zid scrubbed and duplicated for me and assumed it was going to be me that was going to be getting arrested for all of that.
Way back in a minute.
Great fun. So, you guys are able to call a taxi and head back to the Nomads if you want, since you guys have Nomad contact. Is that the route you want to go?
Ezek, are you coming with me to the container apartments?
Okay.
How about you, Pinky? I think we should stick together.
I'm waiting for this guy to answer me
Which guy?
on the med tech.
Well, I know there's a med tech in and amongst the Nomad at the apartments with the Nomads. There's a med tech there.
Oh, okay. Why didn't you just
I
say
know
so?
there's a med tech there, and I am sure that if we ask nicely, they'll be glad to patch you up. They're our friends.
There's one up the street from them who's works with the excuse me, sorry. the piranhas. You know her. She's currently up on the beach, not far from the containers. Sunlink and King J are more in the central part. You could try to look on net and see if you could find another one. Do a library search.
Oh, works.
And there's also one in the Nomad camp that you guys could utilize, like Nuts was saying. She's a hybrid Nomad med tech, but she still is a med tech.
All right.
I mean, it's
She
not
just
like
has some
we're trying
limits to what she can do because she doesn't have the full medical facilities.
Yeah, we're not trying to put a limb back on or reattach your
Speaking
face.
is, pretty easy.
Yeah,
All right,
no, it's
I'll
cool.
just
Just
go back with
making
with
sure it's
them
clear.
then.
So yeah, we will just head back to the containers as basically as a group. So when we hail a taxi, it's like a big fucker we're gonna have to have.
It's probably technically a Nomad that you'd contact in the area and they pick you up. Kind of
It's
like
just
more like
called-
a, what do you call it? Uber driver or something like that.
It would be more, hey, and I'd probably get a hold of whoever's my primary call at the container apartments for the Nomads to say, hey, we're coming in. I got an injured teammate who needs to see the med tech. Do you got anybody who could pick us up, please? We're not under fire.
All right. So after a little bit, they show up. And you guys are able to make it back to the containers.
Thank him. Thank the driver immediately. Yeah, thanks for coming to get us. Right outside.
So you get
the
back.
cop shop.
Your container really is only space for one. So what's your plan for Grandma? Hijack Zids?
Probably for right now, yeah. I mean, there's really no other option there.
Not like he's
Yeah.
using it right now.
Well, that's
Wherever
gonna be
I
the
can.
best place for Grandma.
No, Grandma's getting mine. I'm hijacking it.
Okay. Oh, well.
So on your way back, since your grandma chooses to sit with you and try to get Pinky and Ezek a little bit further away, you know, she wants to talk to you. She's like, how did you get them to leave my house, dear?
How did I get
Like,
to
a lot of them departed before you guys arrived.
Oh, I caused a disturbance and made sure that they thought I was somewhere else. The whole point here has been to lure me out.
No, if they thought it was just you, they wouldn't have done that.
Do you want to remain do you want to remain with plausible deniability or not?
Oh no, I'm dead either way, probably.
Grandpa built some things that we've given one a body.
Oh no, so that's who that was. Well, that's very interesting.
So I'm fairly sure that that's panic mode on them.
No, they pulled the protocol that I was not there.
What did we do? I don't fucking remember at this point.
You guys had Blue say that she was your grandma and sound like your grandma,
Oh, did they?
and that
That's
she was
right.
at the Fungion, and so they sent the full-blown Life Tech strike teams to the Fungion.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna be like, oh yeah, that's okay. All the pieces have now fit back together within my mind, and I'm just gonna lean in and say, okay, I gave permission to said thing for full mimicry purposes for you to be here.
That is disturbing.
Well, it
Interesting.
worked.
Yes.
It worked. It pulled them off the house, and you were tucked away in your safe room closet, weren't you?
I was in my bedroom
That's what I said.
with the camera right there, so I don't know how they didn't see me.
Zid's very good at what he does when he's interfaced with security. So are his associates.
Okay.
Didn't we have Blue fucking all up in that network at that point as well, too, for a little while?
You guys don't know? I don't think, Ezek never, Zid never did do a net run.
Yeah, no, it never got to that point. The explosion happened too soon, so she could just come down. Get out of the garden, dear. Crazy bitch. Oh.
Well, that plant that was odd that was there wasn't there anymore.
No, because it wasn't a fucking actually. Well, I mean, yeah, it was a plant.
Oh, it was a plant. It was a very not normal plant, and it wasn't a natural plant.
No, natural plants don't sweat nitroglycerin.
They also don't make you start going out of your mind simply by touching them.
Okay, so they sent a full strike team after you, thinking that you were there, because that's where she is. Stay here, Grandma.
No, she was not there. What kind of body did you give her?
I'll tell her.
It's a Raven Cybernetics Wiseman. Oh yeah,
the
dear.
Wiseman.
Does she like blue?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that was her on the roof of the house. So she wasn't there, wherever there was that you're thinking.
The mimicry doesn't look. All she has to do is make all the sensors there go off like you're there. And as far as everyone's concerned, you are. That's why
dearie.
all this shit.
Based on the fact that they thought I was gone, it means that she probably hacked the camera so they couldn't see me. She probably put a virus in their system to make me invisible, which is really funny.
I have no idea what she did, but it worked. It was effective.
I'm surprised no one went to go check first.
She's an ally.
Well, see, that's the thing, Pinky. What she just said is they probably did check. There's a camera watching her. They checked the camera, and the camera showed that her whole room was empty. They trusted their cameras.
It didn't go
I know,
actually.
but like if it was me, I would have gone in the room as well.
Yes. And a thorough operative would put their own eyeballs or optics on that area to make sure that the technology has not failed them. The issue is that in cyberpunk day and age, everybody just assumes the technology works unless somebody is screwing with it. And unless they detected that
Or she hacked their eyeballs.
yeah, I mean you can do that to people too. I mean it happened to Ezek with the tech, the fucking Azrael's tech that he wants to kill.
Lev's
Because
died.
Levs must die simply because Lev basically locked in syndrome. No.
Lev's evil.
Man, the times we've had on this season, this
Yeah.
chapter.
Yeah. So Grandma, getting Grandma out. I'm basically just gonna, as soon as we get back to the Nomads camp, say, Grandma, I know it's not the best of spots here, but it's safe, it's secure, we're amongst friends. You can relax here while I go arrange the rest of the transportation.
I hope
This
it's
place is
safe.
disgusting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lean in and look and go, you're gonna have to deal, Grandma. You're gonna have to
Glad I
deal.
don't live here.
And then I'm actually gonna go look into Zid's spot If it's actually cleaner than mine, which is
Zid, do you want to describe your container? Because Harlan's never really looked in there.
Oh man, Harlan. So,
Am I gonna reel back in horror? Is that what I'm gonna do?
I mean, it depends what you're horrified by. So, the only items of convenience in Zid's room is quite sort of basic bed and a microwave. The rest of his room is wires, cables, satellites, and computer gear. There's a police scanner in there that's connected up to various tracking devices. There's various sort of in standby mode different computers that are clearly doing something because the room smells like you've like graded metal against metal, right? Or heated metal up.
Hot electronics.
Hot electronics.
I know exactly the smell you're talking about.
A bit of solder, probably, as well. Yeah, that's its room. And there's also some wanted posters all over the walls, and like there's probably an old detective style like rap sheet of all of these different corporations that Zid has painted with a Nazi before.
Okay. So
yeah,
I'll take one photograph of the inside of that, walk back to where I'm at for Grandma, and say, this is your other option for a place to stay. Would you rather be there?
You guys are horrible.
Ezek's gonna like grab her arm and go, you see Ezek have bed, no sleeping, cave on floor. And drag her over to see that one and proudly display the bed made out of like tires and a makeshift mattress.
Very nice, Ezek.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, I'd let you stay at my place, but I'm currently have someone trying to assassinate me, so it's not really safe at my place.
You're all a disaster. How do you even survive?
Gonna lean in and look. We're an active group in Night City. This is how everybody lives here. You remember doing it a long time ago for you.
Deep dude will see what's going on. He actually steps out and he's like, I have a spare bedroom in here. If you want, she can stay here. Fine lady like that shouldn't be left out in this dump that you trying to put her in.
Needs to be discreet. Nobody else can know that she's here but us. Part of the whole deal.
What's wrong with Barbara being here?
Good man. That's a good man. Log off. I'm sure he's probably got a nicer, cleaner place in there than where I sleep, Grandma.
He was realizing that was a bit of an issue and figured he'd help out. I mean, it's not nice to what your grandma's used to, but it's clean.
It doesn't have a pizza crust stuffed underneath the 3-week-old pizza crust stuffed underneath the pillowcase.
Actually has a place she can, shower and be clean and, clean sheets and yeah.
Now I know why I never visit you guys.
The fact that I live in squalor?
I did kind of forget. There's probably some very dodgy boxes, like crates, milk crates, of like randomly put together electronics that look perhaps like bombs or something that you don't know. But that's probably another thing that's in there.
With nothing in
Noted.
with nothing in demolitions, I wouldn't be able to identify that.
All right. So we're going to go back over to Zid. Zid, you're led into this room, and they have you sit down. And this guy comes in and sits. He's obviously a higher ranking person. And he's like, "So, Zid, why don't you tell me about your little delivery that you had us pick up?"
Okay. He will start. Actually, he'll ask a question first. So Zid's MO when he's questioned is don't answer anything, just ask more questions. Okay? So he says, "Okay, man, where do you want me to start?"
Start wherever you feel is most relevant to the current predicament.
Fan-fucking-tastic. So, with a shit-eating grin, he doesn't mean this, but he just hates being captured. He says, "It all started when my father and my..." No, I'm just kidding, man.
You see, he actually just cracks his fingers when you do that, and like he takes out a snack and a drink and just is like, "Oh, okay," sets him down.
Now, where he will start is probably realizing that he wasn't in his own body in chapter 1. And he will go through the discoveries that he has come across in relation to life tech and all of the people that he has met who have lost people to life tech shenanigans, and he will wrap this story up. This will probably take an hour or so, I imagine.
Yeah.
He'll wrap the story up with I am not a good man, but I and my companions are sworn against this evil that they have perpetuated, man. And I will go to great lengths to bring them down. There is no doubt in my mind. I have even heard and seen the reports, such as the one made by Chilton Fostead, certain, like, fairly recently, about people of yours that have gone missing. And this is life tech. They will stop at nothing. They will stop at no one to gain slaves. And so I will stop at nothing, man, to bring them down.
I want you
Do
to roll a
you
luck.
wish to
luck
use me, or do you wish to contain me and lose more and more of your people to this evil? There you go.
Yep. No, it was good. Let's see this luck roll.
Oh God, we're doing a luck roll? No. No!
Yeah.
Oh my god. You want me to roll this?
A luck roll followed by a persuasion roll. Yep.
If it was
You gotta get a
me,
3 or under.
I'd be like, "Yep, this guy's crazy. Lock him up." But that's just me.
Yeah, well, fuck you two.
The problem is he might be crazy, but he's got evidence.
What the fuck is that? That's a 10. I might want to re-roll that one. I'm just saying.
It's up to you.
I might want to re-roll that one.
You might want to reroll that one.
Oh my god.
Oh my. Oh.
That is amazing, and I kind of want to keep it because that's horrible. But I'm not gonna do that because that is not
That's
good.
horrible.
Oh, that's so bad.
For those of you that may not be able to see that, I rolled a natural 10, which means that crit, and it exploded and became +8. To make my result be 21 out of 3, which is about as bad as you can get without more exploding. So surprisingly, I am spending 2 luck, and we're gonna try that again.
Go straight to executing you now.
I mean, this is not great, but it's better than 21. All right, okay, it's fine. And here's the persuasion roll. And I'm going to spend my last point of luck with this persuasion roll because this is all, like, this is what I need. This is what I need, okay?
Come on.
I'm sorry. There you go. All right, so...
15.
Yeah, it's a bit rough. It's a bit rough. I don't have any more luck to spend, so that's what it is. And I can't do shit
I
about
don't think
it.
we're seeing Zid anytime
He's
soon.
using all of my information, everything that I've
I was
gathered
about
from
to
that.
make you roll,
Yay!
and you better roll now. And you know what roll you need to roll. Your roll.
Oh, your roll.
Hold on.
Please roll well. Oh.
For Zid's sake.
Let's spend 2 luck. Let's spend 2 luck and re-roll that.
We're doing so well, DM.
Zid.
You rolled a
We're doing
3.
so well.
You're rolling like me. Yay!
Meanwhile, Pinky Sock serves you right for getting yourself arrested, you idiot.
Yeah!
Oh gosh, that's even worse.
What is going on? You got it in for Zid. Bye, Zid.
Gosh darn Zid. This is your fault, Zid. You got yourself arrested.
It won't be by Zid. We have to do a jailbreak, and DM's gonna have to map out a prison.
He doesn't want to do that.
No, I don't.
But there's gotta be a way. There's gotta be a way. Oh my
Enough
god.
explosives, and we'll get you out.
So the next question is can I spend 2 more luck because I still have 3 to roll that again, to re-roll that again? or
Oh
is that
my
not allowed?
gosh.
Yeah, spend that shit. So the
We never made a ruling on that, so I guess for now.
So I have
remember-
1 luck remaining. Let's see how horrifying this goes.
It gets
when we
worse.
had in chapter 1, when we had to break out someone from the prison in the complex, that went almost about as bad as you could think.
There's an arm lost in that.
There was an arm lost.
I have no
That
idea what
was
you're talking
really,
about.
really bad. That was genuinely the first actual time that we ran into actual like issues.
Okay, they can be replaced.
I was driving to Indianapolis to go to Gen Con
Yeah,
when I
and you were
was
listening
listening
to it?
to
Yeah.
that pod, and all I can remember is hearing Dimension go, "Please tell me that someone picked up my arm."
Yep. Yep. Yeah, it got reattached. I mean,
Oh, it was so good.
Every time Pinky hears these horror stories, she's like,
You should go back and listen to chapter 1. You really should.
Do I really want to be with these people?
It was like 20 episodes. Wasn't it?
I'm thinking maybe I should have stayed away.
There's a 13 to my credibility roll, which is, remember,
That's much
straight
better.
credibility.
Yeah, that's much better. You should have kept the 12.
Yeah.
I think the 5 was pretty
That
good.
was.
I spent luck.
Yeah.
The process of stuff. That's why that
A
roll's
lot of
math
it.
doesn't seem to make sense.
Let me look here.
Oh yeah, I have one
Guys.
luck left after that. I
Yeah,
spent
you
6
should
in the
have
process.
kept that first roll.
Don't worry. I still have my luck.
Until they start shooting at you.
That's all that matters. All right. So as of right
gonna
now,
kill
so
them
not
before
this,
they
not the
kill
episode
me.
we're on now, but the previous episodes. There is 64 videos available on YouTube of the whole campaign.
Wow, 64
That
videos.
is a lot.
Yeah, that includes session 0 all the way up through.
Nice.
So,
I was curious, so I had to look.
I'm gonna go arrange transport for Grandma to the radio guy. They know who I'm talking about.
Yeah. I'm gonna look for the med tech in the camp.
Oh no.
Same.
North
Yeah.
I'm
and
going
get
straight to
patched up.
I'm going straight to the camp med tech after I show Grandma my bed.
Okay, so you're both heading over there. Do you remember who the med tech is?
No, I do not remember offhand.
Susan.
I never met him.
Ezek would know, but I
Yeah,
as a
Malkov
player,
should
do
know.
not remember.
Yeah, Malkov does not remember.
Yeah.
Susan
I
Senkovic.
only know Sunlink.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right.
Susan and Jack were the ones who kept an eye on Ezek.
Yeah. Go in and say hi, Susan. I leaking.
So yeah, she can get you guys patched up. It's a interesting experience, but yeah,
Body
she
plus
gets you all
will.
patched up after a bit.
You can get body plus will from a speed heal, right?
Yeah.
Or are you saying we're gonna have time to get fully healed?
Well, she's working on mending your wounds, which means you're healing. But yeah, she could do a speed heal, which gives you body plus will.
So that's 22. Nope. That is actually enough. Okay.
So,
Oh wait. It's 62. It's failing.
what's transport? VIP transport, because she is, unfortunately.
Well, they mentioned that they don't have anyone who knows that area, the Badlands. They have a driver, but you might want to find someone who's a little bit more of a tracker or scout that knows the area better.
He's broadcasting a radio station towards
They could
the
find
sig-
him, they just don't, like, they're not worried about trying to find him because of that, but
They just don't know
knowing the
ground
safest and
to be
best
crossing.
route to
Yeah.
that location.
Okay.
So they're still saying they can
Could
get
take
you there,
days,
they're
could
just...
take a week.
Exactly. They're saying if you don't have someone like that, it's going to take longer and be more risky.
Do you guys have a way to get a message to him without us having to go up there? I mean, you guys work with him more than we do.
They don't work with him.
Oh, I thought you did.
No, the Nomads have had some dealings with him, like trading with him, but he's a rogue agent. He does his own thing.
And he keeps on the move.
They
Yeah.
kind of leave each other alone, basically.
They're not getting
They're
in each
friendly
other's
with
way,
each
and
other, but they're not aligned. So they're not allies, but they're not enemies. They're they mutually beneficial trades at time, but they're not really on each other's team or anything.
I'm trying to think how to get a message to him without having to go to him, and hopefully he will want to come to us. Any ideas, guys?
Well, I am going to tell the nomads that Zid is in NCPD. Took him.
That's not good.
Yeah. It's not. You're right.
So we can get him.
It's not as simple as that, is it?
Why not?
Depends on what they have him there for. If you want to start having a war with NCPD, would kindly ask that you depart and do it elsewhere. We don't need that kind of trouble.
Yeah, no, nobody needs that kind of trouble. Zid's working right now, is what I would tell them with their concern for that. He's currently working. He's trying to bring the NCPD in on the pestering and going after Life Tech. He's gambling pretty hard, though.
Yeah, that sounds pretty rough. We'll try to see if we can keep tabs on it. Keep you guys appraised, but that's not a fight that we really want to take, because that's a lot of guns and manpower that we'd rather not have. That level of death and destruction for our people. If he was unjustly accosted or something, that'd be one thing.
Be sneaky.
Go for it. If you want to go sneaky in there, we don't know you. Have fun. That's a level of sneaky that is beyond the skill of anyone that I know.
I'm sure Zid has some sort of plan. We just gotta give him time.
I mean, he's laid it out. It's just not working.
You gotta keep the faith. Keep the faith.
We don't know how well the 13 credibility might work. The guy you're talking to might not like it. The 13 credibility, however, might be there's enough actual evidence here that even though you sound like a fucking lunatic, he's got proof here and shit that ties into all these other missing reports. And
Yeah. Well, keep in mind, you mentioned a secret base, that you somehow are in a different body. You know, there's some of these things that are a bit far-fetched, right?
Yeah.
And rightly so, because they should be.
yeah,
Now, I have a feeling you probably didn't mention Blue. Are there any other details that you abstained from mentioning?
of what's in the laptop information, yeah, I would not have left Blue. I would not have left Blue in there. Any information that goes on with Blue in there. Other than that,
Am I in there?
Keep in mind, this is, would you have had it before you knew Zid took it and everything?
it's the stuff that was on my device already for everything that I had connected up to LifeTech. So yes, it would have had that information on there. It would have had Ezek on there, but it wouldn't have had Blue on there simply because the only way I've ever communicated or done anything with Blue has been directly through my agent, or to via text message,
Right.
kind of thing. It's the only way I've ever communicated with her.
Okay. Zid,
Yep.
is there any details you would have left out, or would you just have left out Blue? I'm assuming
this
you
is
left
what's
out Blue
on the
because you guys
laptop.
keep saying it, but yeah.
Yeah. Let me
It's
think.
not what's on the laptop, it's your story to this guy. Is there any details you left out?
Well, Zid's not going to be incriminating any of his friends, right? So he's just going to say that, like, we together want to take Life Tech down. So he will say that, but he's not. He doesn't want to incriminate anyone. So if he said anything that sounds incriminating, or if he could leave something that sounds incriminating out, he would.
Okay.
Other than that. Let's see. Is there anything else that he would leave out? He's obviously leaving out the fact that he's got this spider virus thing. Right now, at least. Just trying to think if there's anything else. Is there any other information that he wouldn't say?
And it's up to you to be clear. I'm simply asking because I personally know all this info, but I don't want to make this NCPD guy or any of them act upon any information they wouldn't have, right? I don't want NPCs metagaming.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm giving you guys a chance to clear it.
Tailor the
And help me not.
information we're giving. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we don't talk about Okay.
He's not going to talk about any of the contacts that he has met with names and locations. He's going to be keeping all of the people that he's met close to his chest. He is going to be saying that all of the people that he has met have lost people, and anyone that's been a part of like a gang or something that's been opposed to him, he's happy to throw them under the bus. But he says that everyone seems to be missing people. Like, he just keeps on going on about that. But yeah, he's not going to be naming colluders with him, or he's going to be keeping everyone that he's met as close to his chest as possible. Obviously they know about his companions, but he's painting it that we could be used as assets rather than whatever.
Yeah.
I think that there's nothing else that I can think of that he would leave out at this stage.
All right. Then this is what we're going to do. I'm going to give you guys some behind the scenes stuff so you know what things were for. So the luck roll was if this guy had personally had anyone connected with the disappearance. If it was a crit no, then it was going to basically be no, and he thinks the people who have are making it up like they left, and right? So it was good you did that because you saved yourself that where the guy didn't believe that. But he didn't have anyone connected, which is fine.
Yeah.
Your persuasion, he believes you believe what you're saying. He doesn't believe the whole I was in a secret base out in the desert and I was in a different body. That is just like, he's like, okay, that's just sci-fi weird stuff. Okay.
Fair enough.
Sure. I mean, rightly so, right? I mean, what else should it be?
Really gonna not like the brain dance to that, huh? Maybe that's why they never put me actually out and into another body, because I could have recorded that shit that way.
Don't know. And actually, no, you couldn't because you didn't have any of your cyberware. It's zero cyberware. He does believe the credibility of Harlan stuff, even though Harlan's been seen as one of those interesting medias who causes problems.
Say what it is. They think I'm a crank, so how about half the time?
A crank or someone who's a bit strange in the head, willing to get absolutely beaten by someone to make a story out of it, even if it's not a story in their mind.
Doesn't matter.
You are Alex Jones.
Right. So as he's pondering this, And as you all are back at the container camp, getting situated, every electronic device glitches out, and there's a message that is played for everyone, all at the same time, across Night City. Welcome, this is Slick Brit News, and we have a troubling state of affairs for everyone today. Listen up carefully. The Fungeon in downtown Night City has collapsed. All inhabitants are found dead. The inhabitants apparently are primarily a group of corpos that apparently stripped the building previously to the event of the building collapse. A group of individuals was seen entering the building after them and apparently weakened the structure of the building to the point of breaking. We don't know if any creatures survived that base of operations, but there's numerous cyber dog corpses that have been found in the area as well. Night City crew has been sent in to clean it up. Please be careful if you're in downtown Night City, as Bozos, Maelstrom, Furians, and cleanup crews are all in the area, and we all know what mix that can cause. Be safe out there, everyone. This has been Slick Brit and your friendly news update.
Be safe.
I'm just gonna turn and go, what the fuck? Blue, and I'm gonna text Blue. Blue? Question mark?
Yes?
Oh god, it's just so hot.
Are you under the building? Or anywhere near it?
Negative.
And your compatriot?
My compatriots? They're fine.
Just making sure. What did you guys do? You know what? Just send me the video.
Negative. I've been requested to not tell people. And I will keep my teammates' information if they wish.
But I said please.
Affirmative. And I appreciate that. Very good manners.
God damn it. Glad you're
Would
okay.
you want me to betray you?
All you heard me say was "God damn it," followed by "Glad you're okay, Blue." While I ignored that last bit of statement.
So, later on, you actually get a message from Slick Brit thanking you for assisting him in some endeavors of getting some fun information. And there's a link to a channel where you can find all the footage of Scott Dog's Fungeon, of all the Furians and stuff assaulting it, and the lovely games he had on display there. And then the first link he sent you was the link where he has the video of a certain group, the faces have been scrubbed, assaulting the building and obliterating any of the remaining life tech agents. Seems like one of them is like a automatic or semi-automatic grenade launcher.
Oh my god.
At least a small one, and then the other one seems to be like a heavy machine gun.
So all weapons we've seen.
And then there seems to be like bees or something, like some sort of insectoid creatures that fly out and are locking up any of the targets that they hit that have cyberware.
Great.
Has she already engineered AI bees?
No, but she was
Drones.
there when a certain individual made a device known.
Blue was present when Lev made the device that locked in.
Why use a shotgun when a bee is more, inconspicuous?
Well, yeah.
Precise.
Yeah.
Drones. It's a swarm of drones.
Well, and
That's
remember,
wonderful.
Lev's was a prototype. Blue's is a refinement.
And Pinky, you get a note from Ponzo saying, "Oh, never mind about my threat. It looks like your friend's decided to take care of that. Also, she's really good at paying for good work. Thanks. See you in ELO." Winky face.
Oh, good to hear. Good to hear. Pinky's sad. She wanted a cyber dog, and they're all gone.
I mean, you can go try to clean the pieces
It's
up.
okay. I'm sure Blue can make you one.
I don't want to go back out into the wasteland. I don't think of anywhere else that I can safe keep Grandma though. And
Yeah,
we're
think
also
we gotta
kind of
go.
rolling the dice that this guy's even gonna truly be willing to help with that.
You have a better idea? I don't.
Take Grandma to space with you. I'm sure nothing bad could happen there.
That's almost the thought of like that's almost as bad as well, Grandma. You're tagging along while we go help out at the function. That's no, I wasn't
Right.
gonna tell her that either.
Oh man.
She's an adult. Ask her.
Keep in mind, she's an
Harlan
adult
won't
and a senior citizen.
Harlan won't consider that if it's something that would put his grandmother in danger. She's the only person in his family he actually cares about. He didn't know his grandfather well enough to care about him. He disappeared when he was too young.
You know he's still out there.
Yeah, he just doesn't know him.
Mine.
Hard to care about somebody you don't know.
Reunite Grandma and Grandpa.
I mean, we could always just like go and get Grandpa.
Correct me if I'm not, but didn't Ziggurat have fast attack AVs en route to that place? You think there's anything truly left? of-
Following the strike cruise missiles, yes.
I don't think that there is anything left of, at the very least, the entrance or the upper complex. That lower complex that you guys were in where Grandpa was, that may
Yeah.
have survived.
Yeah.
That was down deep enough for what you were talking about from that, from what
How
I...
would we get there? So
Yeah, we got to be able to get to there.
We
And
can't.
while wait a minute, hold on. You know, that is a good point. Ezek, how did you get out of the compound?
Through the cave.
yep.
They dumped me in cave.
Yep.
Do you think you could find your way back in if we got you to that cave?
I don't know, DM, do I?
There was a lot of loud booms and rocks falling, and that's part of how you got picked up, was that you were unconscious because you collapsed after getting out because there's rocks hitting you in the head, so you're not sure if you could find it or if it would still be accessible.
Okay.
Well, that's not good.
They basically launched a missile version of Moab to smack the mountain around. and then sent in an assault death squad to clean up and mop the place up.
Yeah, mop up anything that was left nearby.
And then raid and loot for anything else that could be accessed.
Well, the issue is, if we leave Night City, we're leaving Zed in the NCPD custody doing so.
No, we don't need that.
I'm not willing to do that.
Pinky, you get an irate message from Sunlink. So first you and your crew decide to keep getting yourselves all beaten up. Now you have your friends stopping by to get themselves patched up after they get themselves all beat up. What do you people think you're doing? Are you trying to get yourselves killed? At least they paid better than you guys did.
Wow. I thought I paid pretty good. I left a tip.
Keeping her in business. That's what you're doing. You're keeping her in business.
It's just, it's the ways of Night City. What can I say?
By the way, I was actually contacting you because I saw some strange lady creeping around your base. I haven't seen you guys come back there. Is everything okay with you guys? Do you know who this strange lady was? She had like cat ears.
Oh, they're not friendly.
Oh, so I shouldn't have given them your apartment.
Oh, Jesus.
No, no, you shouldn't have.
She replies with a laughing face, joking. I keep customers' information private.
I didn't realize you had a sense of humor.
only a gallows sense.
Yeah, just you don't know where I am, okay? Well, great.
I know exactly where you are. Whenever you come into my shop.
You don't.
Whenever you come into my shop.
Right.
Basically, she's saying
well,
the only
thanks
time
for-
that she the only time she admits that she knows you is when you're there getting worked on. But then she's
good to
right there
know,
with
good to
you.
know. All right. Well,
I know her. 5 minutes later, Pinky who?
Exactly. Keep in mind, you guys know Sunlink is hiding from Maelstrom, so you know she's not going to burn bridges.
Yep.
She's not that dumb.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks for letting me know if you see anything else strange, and if they come back, please let me know.
I'm gonna call the NCPD.
Who you calling?
The general operator number.
Okay. It's NCPD. How could I help you?
Can you connect me to the major case file for corpos, please? For corporate crime.
What corporate crime are you trying to investigate
I'm trying to speak to the detectives that are currently investigating those crimes.
which
Specifically dealing with Life Tech.
I don't see a current Life Tech case open. Do you have information to open one?
Oh, you guys already have it. Somebody's got it on a laptop there. I know for a fact.
No information's currently present. Do you have any information you'd like to submit?
No, now I need you to try to locate someone for me with a case officer for, and then I'm going to name Zid off for what I know of his name.
Sorry, I don't deal with that. I could send you over to the department who can locate personnel.
Yep. Well,
Have a nice day.
I'm going to make this bureaucracy check now. Because that's what it... Because
Oh, it absolutely is. Come on. We all know it.
You'll get rolled.
For dealing with all of that horseshit and bullshit to try to find out who the case officer is that's in charge of Zid to try to contact them. That's what I'm trying to do.
He's whining. She wants out. So once we go on a break, I'll let her out.
Yeah, we're getting pretty close to that anyway.
All right, I was checking some stuff. You got a 22. So you're able to navigate it. There is no record that they're able to find on Zid currently, other than that he was wanted. In other words, he hasn't fully been booked.
Nobody ever processed him into the system, because I'm sure that if he does, he's going to get flagged. Oh, this is not good. Or he's already been black bagged and dropped down a hole, and there's nothing that we could do about it at this point. There's that option.
Not sure yet. You'd have to find someone who has a little bit more authority that you can actually talk to, who you've had actual contact with.
Makes sense.
I have probably had contact with at least a third of the NCPD force. Just the fact that
No,
it's
like,
their boots,
Not
and
just
my
contact, but
face.
actually have some relationship with. You have one that you've spoken with directly, and you have some actual relationship built with. Not that you've accosted to try to get information.
I don't remember this circumstance, to be honest.
You had a max tac person that's talked with you, and that you've spoken with.
Well, yeah, when they dropped Ezek off.
And spoke with you
Right.
before that too, and he actually gave you his number, and you guys had talked with him. He's the one that you contacted about Ezek.
Make the phone call.
Okay. Before you do that, we're going over back to Zid.
Yeah.
They want to go talk later. Yeah.
Okay.
No, just seen Azrael's message. So the officer sitting across from you, he's an older man, and he's looking through Harlan stuff with you there. He's like, wait a minute, this is your laptop?
Zid.
Zid, he's
Well,
looking
this is
right at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's looking right at you.
Because- What does it say, man?
Well, according to this, since it's a profile on you, you either self-wrote it or someone else wrote it about you.
Yes, that was a friend of mine.
So a friend of you wrote on your computer about you.
I sometimes loan it out. Why?
Do me a favor. He sets a tablet down in front of you. Write me some info on your friends, would you?
What do you want to know, Mom?
Just some details about him.
Okay.
Just give me a little profile on him, who they are, what you know about him.
just some details on them. Okay.
Yeah.
Zid writes their exact body dimensions.
Yep. And he looks at it. He looks at it. He's like, "Yeah, that's the feeling I'm getting."
I'm sorry. Oh no, this is gonna get him nowhere. But he just hates it. He hates it so much.
Now, how does Zid feel? Because the guy looks at what he wrote and looks at this computer that Zid said is his, and is like, "Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, let's look here. Hey, yeah, could you send? Yeah. Okay, thanks. All right, we're gonna fix this right up." You see a NCPD person come in. He has the NCPD wear, but he is cybered out a bit and has a very customized cyber deck. And he connects to the laptop. And it's like, Oh, I see what happened. Yeah, that's not his. It looks like that is actually supposed to be a Harlan's. I send you those specs there for that. All right, cool. And then leaves.
All right.
He's like, So why did you do this?
Why did I do this?
Claim that this was your laptop and this was your information.
So I could be here and tell
Why?
you what I am telling you? Well, okay, let's start from the start. Well, it's not the start, but the more recent start. So I was out of action and I was unable to do anything in this situation, and my ID got hacked and used to access information in the exec zone, man. And I saw that, and I have had, well, let's say it's been an interesting couple of months, okay? When that happened, I have to say to you, I have been very very busy and very distracted and a lot of things. But long story short, I'm gonna have to speak in my own voice for a bit.
It's fine.
He will say that all of his harrowing journey over the last few weeks, months, whatever, has been because of Life Tech. And he will say that when he got pinned, like when his ID got stolen and he knew that he would get taken in, he thought that it was a good opportunity to take all of the information that we had on LifeTech and put it all here, which is where all of the information on LifeTech that we have is, put his name on it, and show what an asset that he could be, both to find information about LifeTech, to put, to get, to hack, to do all of these things in order that when an authority like the NCPD found out what LifeTech was doing, that perhaps instead of like getting arrested, that he could be useful to them instead. Him and his companions would be useful to them instead, in the way of gaining access to to Life Tech, to gaining access to more information so that we can take them down together. Like, he believes that the NCPD, like, so he'll get, like, on his high horse. He believes that the NCPD has lost good people, and he believes that the NCPD doesn't want to see more and more people go missing. And so he'll start, like, preaching to him about, like,
he's like,
about people going missing. Yeah.
Thank you for being honest with me now. Now, if you don't mind, I need to make a phone call to Harlan.
Okay.
Do you have his number for me?
He says, sure. And he gives him the real number.
Harlan, you get a phone call. Number you haven't seen before.
Show mama video.
You arrogant, self-conceited prick. I don't want to see your face, but I want to beat the crap out of you. Why would you get Colton mixed up in this crap? What is wrong with you, you insignificant little fool?
I didn't get Colton mixed up in this crap. Boy's been watching my apartment when I told him not to in the first place because he thought it was his job to keep me safe from you assholes rounding me up. And instead, the people that are really trying to round me up got him. Why the hell do you think I've been causing so many problems to try to get this fixed?
You realize that I live in the same building?
How would I know that?
Yeah, exactly. Because you don't pay attention to anyone but yourself. You know, he was a good kid. He didn't deserve that.
No, neither did he. Neither did Angela. And then I'm gonna start in on the list of 11 or 1,200 people. You really want me to keep going?
Oh, I have it right here.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, Harlan doesn't know who this is yet.
I don't care. He doesn't care at this point.
He's like, oh, I have your laptop right here. I have all the information. Harlan, this is when it dawns on you. There was an NCPD officer who lived a few doors down from you, who was one of the few people you saw actually treating Colton well, as well.
Can you put Zid on the phone for 2 seconds for me?
He flips it on speakerphone. Zid.
Zid. This guy's good.
Come on.
This guy's
He's
good.
good.
I think he's good. I think we can definitely work with him if he's willing to work with us, because gotta stop these fuckers from keeping doing this. You know that's
agree,
true.
man. I do. And so, given that Harlan has said this, Zid will sit down and go, well, he's already seated. He'll go, are you recording this, man?
Absolutely.
Could you not?
Nope, I gotta record it. Now, where that recording goes is very questionable.
Zid cracks a big smile and he goes, all right, I've got a story to tell. And then he'll just go through the whole thing.
Okay.
I'm sure that by then, Harlan's probably hung up the phone when he starts to hear Zid ramble on about the last couple of months. Although, you might want to say to the guy that Zid might be good too.
Yeah, before I get off that, I'm gonna say, hey, you know, I kind of need my teammate back. How do we wrangle that?
I'll see what we can do. Gotta check in on what else he's needed for here and see if we can get him cleared.
Let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
Will do.
Trying, Zed. Trying. This is not good.
A lot of things aren't good.
Well, remember, the NCPD in a lot of cases is also basically its own variety of gang and in its own way.
It's pretty much become pretty close to a Guardian gang.
Yeah. But it still operates more like a gang than it actually operates like a police department in some circumstances that way. which means you're going to have good ones, you're going to have bad ones, just like everything else.
Unfortunately, yep.
He started yelling at me about Colt, and I was just like, this has to do something with it. What the fuck? Right.
All right. So he takes your info and he asks if you know anyone who might be connected or aware with anything that happened in downtown Night City. Zid. He's like, there's a skilled net runner there, and I know you work those circles. Any chance you know who might be involved down there? Because one of my friends here on the force had a brother down there.
He will list everyone who was down there that he heard about on Met.
Well,
He'll just
you
be
knew
like,
that.
here's all the people.
You know that Brianna was down there like today, and that's what he was saying, like that you know was in that area today.
Oh, yeah. So he'll probably save her till last. But he'll go
Sorry.
through whoever he knows, and then say there is someone that I care about, and this is who it is.
Could you see if she could check for this person? He sent you a picture of a guy.
All right. Sid will forward it straight on and say, matter of priority. Please check this person.
All right. Now this is for the team. Who wants to roll a luck roll?
I will.
I think it should be someone other than the 8 luck, don't you?
No. It's definitely the 8 luck guy.
I'm trying to think here. Who would be most connected? Actually, Pinky or Harlan would probably be the most connected with this. Probably Pinky as the fixer.
Sure.
Want me to roll? I can roll.
Yeah, let's have you do the luck roll. 60? Oh, that's good. 60% chance. 3. Good.
Nice.
So, she replies to you, Zid, that yes, he was in the building that they cleared out of Life Tech out of. And he's currently unconscious due to damage that has transpired.
Somebody
Sid
dropped a
will-
building on it.
Sid will say, thank you for the information. Please keep him alive.
We left him at Sunlinks.
Okay, then that's... So Zid will turn to this guy. He will say, hey, you know Sunlink's chop man?
Yeah.
That's where you will find him.
Okay. Give me a minute. If you don't mind, I'd like you to tell someone that. Hey.
Okay.
Yeah, I got some info for you. Come on in. And you see a fairly muscular individual in full max tag gear comes in. Heard you got info on him. What do you got?
Zid
You
will
recognize
just-
You recognize this guy as the one who greeted you outside the bar after the gang fight.
greeted you outside the bar in the gang fight, right?
Back when you met
Cool.
Pinky.
Yep.
I heard you have info on him. He's looking at you, Zid.
I do.
And the guy across from you, Officer Coleman, is like, you want to tell him what you told me?
Of course. My contact says that he is out cold but safe at this medical facility, getting looked after.
All right, I appreciate it. And he runs out the door. Oh, he stops in the doorway as he runs. Tell your friend there that we'll drop some payment off later. I gotta take care of my brother. And he leaves.
Okay.
You have a feeling he's probably talking about someone who said they're a subcompactor?
Yeah.
Zeke, you gonna get your grenades, Ezek. What kind he's gonna give you this time?
So, this guy gets up across from you, and he puts his hand out. Jefferson Coleman, by the way. Offering to shake your hand, Zid.
Sure, he'll shake his hand. He says, people call me Zid. But, and this is the first time I think that he said this, right? Maybe.
That I'm aware of.
Let me just check. I want to check, give you the right name. Just by the by, just quick brief behind the scenes. Zid might have a couple. Okay, he might have a couple of names. All right, it's okay, it's fine. Nothing is wrong here. Okay. Sorry. Let's see.
He's a net runner. It's normal.
Okay, so he says, but since we have just met some of your companions, you can know that my name is Zidane Cross. I go by Zid.
Yeah, I looked at your records. Apparently you had some affiliation with Ziggurat and the Reclaimers.
Aye.
Okay, this Max Tech officer is very well informed if he knows about the fucking Ziggurat connection.
Zid will say... I know. Zid will say, I might have crossed Mr. McKinsey once or twice.
Sorry to hear that. Good luck with avoiding him.
I will need every bit, man.
All right, well, I appreciate your info on it. I've been looking into trying to figure out where Colton went. He was a good kid. He was a few doors down from where I was living. So we're not able to make a official investigation on this. Just know that there's some work ongoing. And he shakes your hand. He's like, you want me to get you back to your place?
Sure. That sounds fine.
All right. And so he takes you, drives you back to the Nomad camp. Harlan, Pinky, you guys are at the Nomad camp and you see an NCPD vehicle pull up.
Did somebody order bacon? I'm looking over at the rest of the nomads. Did somebody call them?
No. You see Zid get out of the car. Zid, as you exit, Officer Coleman there offers you another handshake. He's like, hey, take care of yourself, man.
I intend to.
And And then he drives off.
All right.
Well, I'm gonna just let out a big, deep breath of, okay, good. Jailbreak plan not needed. Fuck. How'd that go, Zed?
It wasn't so bad, man. At least someone in there has more than one brain cell.
Yeah. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that first half. If you guys want, we can take our 10-minute break.
All right.
Yeah.
Chat, thank you all for being here. I hope you guys enjoyed. We're going to take a quick 10-minute bio break, refill drinks and whatnot, and we'll be back. Stay tuned for the continuation. Until then, thanks for being here. Enjoy the story. all so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I do hope you're thoroughly enjoying this. So, Zid, do you happen to let anyone know that you got out?
Yeah. I will
You
definitely
immediately
do that.
get a message back from her, and it says, "We're coming in hot, don't move."
Coming in hot.
Pinky, I believe you said there was something you needed to handle.
Yeah. Hey guys, I gotta go. God, I forgot that I'm actually kind of late. I have to meet my father, so yeah. Great to have you back, Sid. And she leaves.
Pinky, before you leave, it dawns on you, you don't have transportation. Zid does.
Hey, Sid.
And now you just got back from being captured.
So, like, I know you've had like crazy day, and you probably want to like, sit back and relax in your disgusting, whatever you call that thing. Can you kind of drive me? I don't have a vehicle.
Is that how it is?
Come on, you'd be helping out a friend here, a friend in need. It's what you like to do, right?
Yes, it is.
Great, let's get going.
Is there anything else before we leave that I might, need to know?
Don't forget, there's still an assassin trying to kill me. So we should probably keep a low profile.
As you guys are talking, all of a sudden a deafening noise, not quite deafening, but very loud, roaring noise of a modified AV4 engine comes roaring in.
Now what?
It's
It
unmarked.
just keeps getting better.
It comes down hard and fast right into the middle of the complex, and the door flies open right behind Zid, and he gets grabbed.
I get grabbed.
No, that
Zid.
was my ride.
You're getting a big hug of like excessive relief from someone, and you immediately know who it is.
All right.
And you hear quietly said to you, "Don't scare me like that again. I don't think I can take it."
Okay. Zid says, until Life Tech is out of the picture, I cannot promise anything, but I will do my best.
She pulls two bags up from underneath the seat, plops them open. You see two nuclear warheads. Then you tell me where they're at and I'll deal with them.
That is what we are trying to do. He doesn't even flinch. He doesn't even flinch.
Well, if it's going to space, that's fine. We're just
I mean, they're already called the wastes, right?
It's true.
Just add a little mutation to it.
So,
look at this wonderful reunion. So yeah, I am still running late. So sorry to break this up and all.
I'm still running late.
But Zid, that right.
Am I anywhere near when this happens?
yeah, you're just going into you're just leaving the med tech.
If I see Zid and he's getting snatched, I'm going to be barreling towards that van like the juggernaut.
It's a good type of snatched. But sure. It's snatched in all the right ways.
I'm gonna go see Grandma and make sure she's at least okay with where she's at right now.
Sure.
Is this better?
You see the nicest room that you have seen outside the corpse zone.
Nice.
You know, I don't think I'm even gonna ask why he normally keeps this room because I don't
Deep's right
want
there.
the
He's like,
explanation.
I put her up in my dignitary's room.
Dignitary's room.
You know, if you have a politician that you're moving through, or a rich boy exec or something, you gotta have a place that's above minimum standards to, you know, get the pay.
I'm sure she's fine with it by that point, and I get it. Thank you very much for your help and assistance. Do appreciate it. How long till you're going to need this room otherwise?
I don't currently have anyone booked for it for a while. She's a nice lady. I figured I'd let her stay.
I appreciate that as well. I was going to ask you about that just to make sure. I'm going to go talk with her because running out into the middle of the wastelands with her in tow, not even knowing if where we're going is a sanctuary for her, sounds like a recipe for absolute disaster. We got to keep her stashed and we got to keep her safe though, because anybody knows she's here and bad shit's going to happen. I mean, I'm being honest with them. These are the nomads. These are our allies. These are our friends. I want them to understand. I mean, but this is my family, and it's important to me.
Hey, that
But
Tech, that friend of yours, by the way?
Which one?
The one that has the interesting auto shotgun that seems to shoot grenades or something.
Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he's actually a pretty good mechanic. Like, he actually fixed up some of the parts for us, too, when he was hanging out in the garage. We appreciate it.
See. Good to see.
He's good people.
Helping out. Glad they're helping out. That's exactly. Look, when we first got here, the first thing that the Corpo boss said was, "You guys aren't going to stay here, are you?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm going to stay here. There's good people here. Why would I want to go to the exec zone? That's like fucking swimming with sharks."
You know, there's a gang here called the Piranhas. They're not so much piranhas. If you want piranhas, you go up to the exec zone. Them corps know how to make corpse.
Yeah. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that that was going to be okay. I'm going to talk with her for a few minutes and I'll be back.
All right.
And I'm going to head on inside. Will this work for a safe house for you, Grandma?
I mean, it's bearable, thank you. It's nicer than that, what you've done with your room.
You don't like my paranoia board?
I've taught you better than that, Harlan. I taught you how to clean your room, boy, and you did not do that. I am disappointed.
Have you seen where we're at?
Yes?
Do I have a reason to keep my space clean here?
Yes.
Why?
Dignity. Something I thought I taught you.
Nice.
It was taught and taken over and over and over again. Every circumstance I had to stomach or deal with the rest of how my sister operates, the rest of how the family operates.
No. That is when dignity becomes more important.
No, because your dignity kept you locked in that house for how many years at this point, not being able to really do anything about it. I may be out here in the dirt, but we're about to be done with them. You know that, right?
Do you know that there's more troubling things going on than you're aware of?
It's life tech. I assumed that from the get-go.
They have found some non-human organic matter that they're fiddling with.
Doing it in orbit? Doing it on the inside the biosphere?
Oh, they took it to orbit, but I got some in my house that I was checking out.
The plant?
No, oh yes, but no. That was actually one that I created with that genetic material understanding. It was a nice way to make a nice hole if I needed one.
Where, you know what? I don't even, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where they got a hold of ET's body parts to try to end up doing stuff, or this is worse than I thought.
Yeah.
How do we get on board that station? Or how do we get access to that station?
Well, I mean, you might be able to.
Why do you say that?
That's part of why you're alive. Have you ever talked with your friend and tried to find out about that mission that went sideways that you barely survived? You and Chet were in bad shape.
I don't know what you're talking about. Like Harlan's memory is not functional for what you're discussing right now. He just looks at her like, "What are you talking about?"
You used to work really, really good, like your sister. Used to be a good boy for the Corp. You came back from a mission barely alive, you and your buddy Chet. Yeah, you're both proclaimed dead. We'll talk about that when you have time. I don't want to keep you from your business.
Uh-huh.
Telling me there's a blank spot in who and what I am? And you think that needs to wait? No.
That's up to you. I thought your friends needed to go somewhere, you said.
Pinky. Do you want the whole group coming along with you for that, Pinky?
Oh, am I here?
No, I'm asking via the agent. I'm simply texting. Hey, is everybody coming with you to the meeting for your dad, or are you going on your own?
I mean, you're free to come if you want. I was just gonna go on my own, but
I've got stuff I've got to deal with here. I'm staying here. Thanks, though. And I'm gonna sit down with Grandma to get the full rundown on what the fuck she's talking about.
We'll be back for that.
I know that's what that meant. On to whoever else.
Oh, yeah. We got to get some of the other stuff, because that one's going to be a bit of a talk and process. So, Pinky, you're trying to head out?
yeah.
Okay. So, you just asked Sid for a ride, and then he got snatched by a person in an AV. You gave him a
and
big
I'm,
hug.
like tapping my foot, looking at my watch. It's like,
You see a face that's electronic. Look out. And it's one that you helped waken. She's like, Pinky, you can come in.
oh, Oh, hey.
Hey.
Not interrupting anything, am I?
I mean, for those two, you might be. From the rest of us, no.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I just, Zid's supposed to be driving me somewhere, so.
Okay. Well, give me a moment.
Unless you guys can fly me there.
She goes up to the driver's seat. Well, Zed, did you want to take this for a spin, or do you want to sit back here and chat?
Do you want to fly
an AV? Oh my
Keep in mind,
God.
it counts as air vehicle, not land vehicle.
Oh. Let's take a look at that.
That's the nice thing, though. Moto counts for both.
Sid takes a look at it and he goes, I prefer to have both feet on the ground. I'm happy to come and watch, though. Perhaps learn
Come
a
on,
lesson or two.
Zid.
You
All right,
want
well-
me to crash land?
Well, come, get in my lovely craft. Come. Like Iggy's there. I'll show you the wonderful things I made here. Come.
Alright.
You show where you need to go.
Yeah. We made
So it's a building in the outskirts of the Badlands.
Okay.
So, rough area, probably gang occupied. No corpos.
Maybe
Perfect place.
text your dad that you're coming in an AV so that he doesn't shoot it out of the sky.
Keep in mind,
Yeah.
Iggy has completely blocked this thing out. It is just a flat black.
Wow.
Completely unmarked.
Yeah. I'll just text him. Yeah, coming in hot in an AV.
Pinky, where did you get an AV from? Those things
I
are
know
expensive.
It's not mine. It's a friend's. It's a friend's of a friend's.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'm on my way. She sends a smiley face.
I guess land on the roof?
He says land on the roof.
Because it's an
Yeah.
AV, I'm going to be riding either in it or on it.
Well, you guys did the crew capacity upgrade with it and stuff, so there was enough room to squeeze you in. I mean, you're snug in there, but you can fit.
And we made sure that you could fit inside if you chose to.
I mean, tight, but capable.
Less windy in there.
Excuse me. So,
And,
Pinky's meeting.
yep. And so you guys take off and fly. Is it calculating the speed looking
How
out?
fast can this thing go?
This is faster than any land vehicle you've driven. Is it?
It's an AV, of course it is.
In fact, it's probably about 4 times faster than any vehicle you've driven.
I'm gonna tell him
And-
like, okay, so
yeah.
I'm already running late. So can we go as fast as we can?
I do not think you want to do that. I do not think you're ready with your stomach for that. I may have tempered with things a little bit. If you get my drift. I worked on Soviet rockets before.
I mean, sounds like a great time.
Only if you're ready to hold your lunch in your hands instead of your stomach.
Don't worry,
If you
I
want to
haven't
do-
eaten.
Are you sure you want to try it?
Oh yeah. Go for it.
Okay.
Use
Everyone
key.
roll a resist torture drug if you're in the AV.
Uh-oh.
As he punches this thing and you go flying.
I mean, not bad.
I
15, 16, 19. Cool. Ezek, you decide that the nearest window needs to be opened, and you're barely able to get it open in time to let a spew of bodily fluids exit your mouth in a very unpleasant manner. Yeah. Pinky, you likewise lose your... Yeah. Zed, you're able to hold it together. And you look back and you see a certain lady looking at you like...
I mean, right afterwards, I'm gonna be like screaming with joy, and then as soon as we get there, I'm gonna be like, now I need more food.
Be like, oh,
He
let's
wants
do
a
it again.
refill.
So you guys get there, and then you land, and like, you're all like, oof. Not supposed to get that
That's
many,
one way to lose weight.
much G-force in a vehicle. Whew. And so you're able to meet with your dad.
All right. Well, she's gonna get out and just be a little wobbly. It's like, oh, that was fun and awful at the same time.
I told you I did not think you wanted to request that, but you said you wanted to. I did warn you.
Well, you know, you only live once.
Well, yes, that's why you try to live as long as possible instead of try to cut it short. You got to think wise.
Oh, you know, I live, like, I never know what's gonna be my last day anyways in the city, so gotta
Well,
take
that's why you
risks.
become equipped, you know? You come equipped with big rocket rifles, so you make sure you put them away before you away, and you're all good.
Yeah, it doesn't always work with this group.
Huh. Okay.
Anyway,
We'll be safe. You do your meeting, and then we
Thanks
can
for the
head back. We wait for you.
Oh, good. Let me do it all over again.
So, we're gonna let Zid have a moment with Brianna. You two go get to do your thing, and we'll let you anecdote how you want to see that going, Zid.
Okay.
And while that's happening, Pinky, you get to go downstairs and meet with your dad.
All right.
So you get down there, and he has a seat set up for you and everything. He's like, "Oh, we need to talk.
All right.
You know that trap you talked about?
Yeah.
I found out what happened to your friend.
You did. What was it?
She was taken by our organization. And that organization did some not the pleasantest things to her. Apparently brainwashed her, messed with her brain and stuff, and then released her to hunt you down because you got away. They weren't happy about that.
So she's alive?
I'm pretty sure it's Savannah's the one that's hunting you.
Oh.
So Pinky's just kind of in shock, not sure how to process it, but she is grateful that she's alive, but also feels guilty for leaving her there.
And just to break your train of thought, Ezek then bursts in and starts looking through the house for food.
Hey, big guy, out of here. There's no food here for you.
No food.
Nope.
Try the other room.
I'll leave. Are there other nearby structures at all?
Yeah.
I'll start searching them for food.
And you get accosted by a number of gangsters who are unpleased with you busting into their territory.
B&E for kibble.
If I hear people inside or something, I'll like knock on the door and then open it and say, "You have food?" If there's people in there, I'll ask them for food instead of just starting to search.
You open one door, they're like, no! You open another one, ah! Open another one, shotgun blast.
Open another one, two guys trying to kill each other.
You name it. But, yeah, the best he gets is someone throws their 3/4 eaten bag of kibble at his face and runs away. Because he's this big, scary ogre.
I'll eat it.
Yeah.
Off the floor.
Sure, why not?
So,
Doesn't taste any worse.
Point
Just fuel.
point given. Yeah, right there. You're right. It's not gonna taste any worse. It's not possible.
yeah.
That's
Pinky.
kibble by its definition.
So how are you feeling with this information your dad gave you?
Well, he definitely feels guilty for leaving her, but she's hoping she can somehow bring Savannah back and snap her out of it. Is what her next plan would be.
Okay.
Is trying to figure out a way to help her.
Right.
That's a capture plot. Those are a bitch to pull off.
Savannah's like a sister to Pinky, okay?
I didn't say we weren't gonna do it. I just said they're a bitch to pull off.
You know.
I'm also.
So I'll give you a chance to think about how you want that conversation to go. We'll bounce over to Harlan for a bit.
Harlan, who is unknowingly thankful that he's not riding around in an AV with a Militech lunatic with 2 fucking nuclear bombs, and Zid, who seems to be okay with it for some reason. Maybe it's the fact that he's old enough to actually remember Cold War paranoia. At least in history books.
Right.
But I'm trying to figure out how to contact this nomad.
Well, you're talking with your
She
grandma right now.
Yeah, and I want to know anything and everything she can tell me about her colleague to see if I can't figure out a way to use that to contact him.
He enjoyed music. He was very technically inclined. He had some medical expertise, but primary was mechanical. So in role terms, predominantly tech with some minor med tech capabilities and dabbled in net running.
Okay.
But at this point, who knows? He was very much a generalist and enjoyed all sorts of things.
I'm going to tune in to the actual radio. Because he broadcasts not digitally. From what I remember, we have to use an old
it was
school.
analog.
We gotta have an old school actual radio for that. I'm sure there's one somewhere here in the Nomad camp. And I'm just gonna start listening in for what his signal is. Where he's at. Can we hear him from here? Is he close enough to Night City for that?
No. Not within the range of your current device.
Where's the largest, most sensitive radio in Night City?
Utilized by the corporation that possesses it. It'd probably be in 54. Night City News.
We don't need active off of it. I just need to be able to have access to it long enough to tune and check a frequency.
Yeah, I mean, you could get a net runner there and hack into their system and do that. Take a bit of work.
That's a possibility put in front of the rest of the group once they get back. Y'all heard that, right? Yeah. Most importantly, that's a possibility to put in front of Zed when he gets back, if he's interested.
How is Harlan feeling with what his grandmother told him, that he was like his sister until he died?
Doesn't believe it. A bit of word she said. Totally disconnected from that part of who he was before then. That part of his life doesn't exist to him. That's how he's maintained who he is now.
She pulls up a video of you and your sister working hand in hand in Life Tech. Completely thrilled.
And you ever see somebody who truly has a blind spot about something? And I don't mean like I'm turning a blind eye to something. They will literally ignore something because they don't believe that it exists. Okay? You've never seen Harlan behave this way prior to this. That's what he's doing right now. He is literally looking at that, and he sees his sister working with someone, but he doesn't recognize, even though it's his face, his body, he can't make the connection that that is him. That is totally severed within his consciousness. That's not him, because that's not how he would act in that circumstance. That can't be him. Not possible.
And to make it worse, then your mother comes in and congratulates you and your sister by name. And it points you, both a bodyguard and assistant to ensure you're safe and can continue your missions if they get dangerous. And she appoints you a gentleman that you cannot shake his face out of your mind. Even as damaged and scarred as it is, something about this guy, you've been through too much in the trenches with him for it to be gone. You can't remember him fully, but you can't get him out. And she's like, all right, Harlan, for you, we find this lovely individual, Chet Mechart. He's going to be your bodyguard and solo contact to ensure that you are safe in your endeavors and come back. Work well with him. He doesn't have the brains necessarily for the stuff, but he does have the bronze. Do well, son. We're proud of you.
Once again, there's There should be a moral quandary here. Harlan should be freaking out. He's not, because he's divorced in his own psyche that that's just not him. They're talking about someone else. I must have a brother, which I don't have. And that's who they're talking to at that point. It's whether it's a rationalization or an actual full-on break because of the injuries he sustained and everything else that went along with that, doesn't matter. It is what it is.
She then pulls out of her bag your death certificate, signed by the Life Tech coroner.
Wouldn't be the first lying piece of corporate paperwork I've seen in my life. Because I appear to be rolling.
She's like, this should help you. She pulls out a really weird device. You've never seen it before, but it looks like you could put your hand on it. It doesn't look... It looks partially organic, partially technical. It doesn't look like anything you've ever seen.
Grandma? What kind of crazy shit are you carrying around in your handbag?
Things to help you.
Are you trying to have
She
me
puts her hand on
remember
it. It doesn't even respond to her hand.
I'll put my hand where it shows to do so.
Cool. Pinky, the camera pans over to you as Harlan puts his hand down on this.
All right. Well,
Whoa. She's alive and she's the one trying to kill you. Oof.
well, you know, sibling rivalry. What can you do?
Where's Mika?
Oh my
Stop
gosh.
shooting your sister, Mika.
Gosh darn, Mika, why are you doing this to me? But yeah, so she kind of gets up and starts pacing around, like just like, what do we do with this? Like, how do we help her? And starts rambling.
Go for it. What do you say?
So just starts rambling like how do we help her? We got to get her out. Can we help her? Do you know anything more on the situation?
You basically are talking in circles, aren't you?
Yeah, pretty much. That's what she's doing. she just got this information, so she's like,
Talking in circles.
her sister that she thought she was dead for like many years, like 5 years, I think.
She's hunting you. It's not going to be hard to find her. You just got to put yourself out available as bait.
Right.
Nothing risked, nothing gained.
Right.
Put me where you think she might be sniping from, and I'll hide somewhere. And
Well, I already know she goes. She's been to our HQ.
Why do you think we haven't gone back there?
So he looks at you. He's like, Nico, sit down. Breathe. Listen. I'm working and trying to figure out if there is any way to save her or not. We at least know why she's so good at hunting you. That's been one of the biggest puzzling parts. How can she always find you and hunt you down like this? Well, now we know.
Yeah. You have that.
What I could find out is that they took her and they didn't find you, but they were looking for you. And now they've released her to hunt you because they found out you escaped and you were there, and they don't want to leave any loose ends.
Yep.
I believe your friends mentioned the organization, Life Tech?
Oh, yeah.
Apparently, for her, they were trying to experiment with some biotechnica attachments or modifications and trying to make organic variants of them. So I don't know if it's reversible.
Well, I think we definitely need to bring this attention to the rest of the group. They know a lot about life tech that they've collected over the years.
Not there. I didn't go with you guys. I was dealing with my grandma. My phone's gonna go off just as I go. Oh, hey, it's Pinky. Oh, I should answer and see what goes on.
I mean, everyone's having a midlife crisis today.
And Harlan appears to be in his 60s already. Midlife crisis.
Well, I'm going to text Zid, because I'm assuming he's probably still on the roof, to tell him to, like, hey, get down here. And then also call Harlan. Or, like, text him, like, hey. So, we got a problem. And I'll just put Life Tech. That will get his attention.
So you all get a text from Pinky saying Life Tech.
Hold on. Unfortunately, she's not wrong on how to ring the dinner bell for me. It's. But
yeah, I'll just send a message saying Life Tech.
I may have bigger, more pressing concerns with whatever grandma's device is helping me with.
So that is what Pinky's doing. Zid, how has your chat and talk gone? This has been probably 10-15 minutes that you've had with her.
10-15 minutes.
Mm-hmm. At least.
You guys kiss yet?
Get a room.
She kissed Zid. She did kiss Zid when Zid saved her life.
You better never ask Harlan that question. I say that about that because he sent pictures. I mean,
Harlan knows way more than he wanted to know.
Yeah, I totally misinterpreted every. I didn't know anybody paid money for brain dances of revulsions, guilt, and regret.
What? So, I think that Zid would be just as passionate as she was back.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the first time Zid has probably been trusting anyone that much.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
So probably, I imagine, you see him wrapped in her arms, probably like sitting in her lap like a baby. Probably.
All right. Well, it probably is different to Zid, the fact that someone shows they genuinely care about him and aren't trying to use him for something.
Yep.
She just
Everyone
likes
uses
him and
their
cares about
smartphone.
him. So you get Pinky's message, Life Tech. You pay attention to it or you ignore it?
Oh no, he's paying attention to it. Jeez.
Okay. So you let her know that you need to go deal with something?
So he's like, you know that question that you asked me earlier about getting ready?
Mm-hmm.
How about now?
Do you want me to get them ready to detonate?
I think that the timer is going tick, tick, tick.
Will you let me know how long you want them set for and I'll get them going?
She's insane. I'm wondering what the yield is on those nuclear devices. Chickens.
Yeah.
You don't want to know. I'm pretty sure that you don't want to know.
Just so you know, as I mentioned to you, she's ex-Solvoil. She was a Solvoil agent. She was their acquisition specialist.
Yeah.
And
So
Zid
wait.
would have seen that these both have Soviet markings on the nuclear weapons.
So they're not even Militech nukes. They're
No.
all stolen Soviet. Oh God. 10 to 12.
She was an
fucking
acquisition specialist and she acquisitioned a few assets.
Oh my God.
Just give me a minute, guys.
Yep, so you head in. Harlan, you get this message from Pinky.
Well, before or after I touch this thing that
Oh, as you're setting it down. Your phone goes off as you're putting your hand on it.
Hmm?
You freeze. You read Life Tech and you find yourself in an interesting area. The floor seems to be made of a crystalline structure.
Like I'm not where I was before anymore.
Oh yeah.
Is the device there with me?
Nope.
Is anything that I had on me with me?
Just your clothes.
Not like my clothing and my standard gear?
Yeah, just what you're wearing.
Yeah, okay. So what I'm normally wearing, which includes my shotgun most of the time. Not out of
You go
place in Night City.
You go to grab it and the shotgun's not there.
Great. Crystalline structure on the floor.
Mm-hmm. The material seems similar to the device you touched.
Tink, tink, tink. Tink.
It feels almost ceramic.
Walk around it, look around it, give it a full exam, and
Like the whole floor is made of this.
walls, ceiling, all of it. Same ceramic.
It's a fairly decent sized room. It seems to all be made of that. It's not a ceramic, but you're not sure what it is. It's just like, it looks almost like it's crystalline, but then when you like touch it and scratch it, it almost feels like smooth ceramic.
Okay. No obvious doors, windows, anything else within the room.
No.
Well, shit. What am I doing here?
Entity description detected.
State your purpose.
Educate, investigate.
Give me all your information on Life Tech Orbital Station.
Unknown designation.
It was worth the shot.
Give me all your information on Colton Wu.
Unknown designation.
Wow. That's a shocker.
He was given hints on this, to be clear.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember what they are is my problem right now.
She said that she saved your life. And that the stuff predates those being there, and she swiped a few things. So the data from those kind of things probably happened after this device was in her possession.
Put in a date. Give a date that would be appropriate for shortly after. Does it give me anything for that?
You put in like 2020, you put in like, what was it,
Oh, specific.
2035 when the nuke went off?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Spiked energy readings detected in location. Local residents designation Night City. High spike of energy. Radioactives. Caution advised. Local species seem to have destructive technology of magnitude ustardikufolinjad.
Okay, at that point, when the creepy alien language goes skittering across the top of my mind, I'm going to do everything in my power to push myself out of whatever fucking creepy ass device I have ended up hooked to. No more of this. Out of here, out of here, out of here.
Negative. Require clarification on
There's no
entity.
place like home.
I don't have no ruby slippers, buddy. There's no clicking my heels together 3 times to get home.
Why are 2 entity designations located?
Don't understand the question. What 2 entities?
You see 2 strands of DNA. One that looks human and one that doesn't. Displayed in front of you.
Okay. So on the left I have human DNA. On the right I have whatever just talked to me's DNA. I'm probably pretty sure the little language. Would that be correct?
Something like that.
Oh, no, I was trying to get the voice to answer me. It doesn't respond,
okay.
obviously.
For that, it'd be like unknown query. Displayed genetics of current entities.
You mean me?
Affirmative.
What the hell, Harlan? Who are you? You'd be wondering if Zid's little internal wasn't actually making him Zid, and now what?
What did Grandma and Mom Rosemary's baby my ass into? Oh my God! What the fuck? Yeah, this is the first time Harlan will I have what? No, that can't be right. That can't be right.
Correction.
Give me the proportions.
Approximately 75-25. Portions from designation accurate, spliced onto foreign entity. Presumed for reintegration.
That's a troubling word, as far as Harlan is concerned.
Foreign entity shows sign of rigor mortis being removed.
So, somewhere along the lines, I encountered a device or had a device activated or was, I don't know, impregnated by an alien that somehow kept me alive. What?
Impregnated.
What'd they do? I mean,
You have to
Whatever
ask.
they could to save you, by the sounds of
I'm
it.
alive. I'm not complaining about having a second chance, apparently, but
That's a big
what
but.
did they do to me?
How are entities combined? Must know.
Wish I could tell you, buddy. Not aware.
Investigate, report.
Yeah, I'm gonna investigate.
You're back to yourself.
Say yes to being. As soon as I'm back to myself, I'm not touching that thing anymore. I said
hello,
yes to
dear.
invest- I said
How are you
yes to
doing?
I ignore grandmother completely. I said yes to investigate. I did not goddamn say a word about reporting, bitch. You said that. Now, I'm gonna turn to grandma and say, you obviously knew that I could turn that thing on.
I had
Which
my
means-
suspicions.
Which means you know whatever Mom Rosemary babied my ass into, or whatever brought me back to
Oh, no,
life.
no. I used their technology to prevent you from rotting and deteriorating and then found a way to bring you back.
She did it.
So now I'm gonna stop and pause.
I couldn't
and
lose you, Harlan.
And all of my conspiracy theory wheels kind of just miss their cogs and kind of grind to a halt because none of it makes any sense at that point anymore. Because it's not about what he thought it was anymore. And he's just going to sit there and stare blankly at her for 30, 40 seconds. Like,
You know how Ezek's kind of unruly? Yeah? Yeah. Well, he was an earlier prototype that we'd found. And, we used some of that knowledge to make him. Then we found a better one, and I used that to bring you back. Life Tech doesn't like them though, because the genetic material seems to be very resistant to influence, and they don't find that a positive trait. So when I introduced it into your bloodstream, into your body, you purged all of their tamperings.
Purged all of their bullshit.
Yeah.
Wait. How mass producible is this?
Oh, it's
Because
not.
if I have if it's mass producible, it's the cure for corpo bullshit.
Yes. But you'd have to find more of them. I don't have any more. I used all I had for you.
Well, thanks for that. How did I die? What the fuck happened?
Oh, you're on a mission. Apparently they had a falling out against Biotechnica and Zetatech. Apparently they had a discrepancy over who had rights to some of this uncategorized technology. And you and your associate
What happened
Chet
to Chet?
were unfortunately brought back not doing well.
Did Chet survive or not?
Yes. I unfortunately couldn't save him like I did you. He's a bit less organic than you are. But he was of a stronger body than yours, so he was able to withstand the damage a little better.
Okay. I need a good stiff drink or 7.
I'm sorry.
But apologies later, problems now. You've helped me this entire time.
Yeah?
That includes before this happened, didn't you?
No.
When did you leave Life Tech, actually? And when did that? Before
When
me?
they wouldn't let me bury your grandpa.
It's because he's not dead. They wouldn't let you bury him because he's not fucking dead.
I know that now.
I know you didn't then. I'm sorry, I'm just angry.
But they wouldn't give me anything, and so I was done with it then.
Okay.
And they were mad that I didn't find a way to curb the DNA so that Isaac, the prototype, would be more compliant.
I like Isaac the way he is.
They don't.
Compliant. Well, of course, they don't like anything that they can't point and aim like a like a gun. And an Ezek that you can point and aim like a gun is terrifying. It should not be allowed.
Well, why do you think your sister is the way she is? Why do you think your mother and father were that way? You think it was their choice? Was it your choice to be like them?
Yeah, but I can't save them. I don't have anything that can fix them, do I?
I don't know. Nothing I know of.
So we fix them the Night City way. It's the only way it works. They've been stealing people off the streets to do whatever they wanted to in the hopes of being able to replicate things or create a slave race or any one of 1,000 other abominations that I'm sure you know in detail far more than I even do.
At that, she pulls a pamphlet out of her jacket and tosses it to you.
What's this one?
You read it. It is a advertisement for the Planetary Elite. For a lowly 1 billion eddies, you can buy a preem position on a Exodus project to go to new planets to colonize them. And you'll be set up as a planetary ruler, having all the serfs you want below you.
Oh, look. A rich sadist's wet dream. It's nothing new.
Oh,
It's a little bit more over the top than normal, but it's par for the course. This is well in brand, you know, from everything else that I've seen. We just need to get a nuke into the right place so they can't do any of this.
She opens it and shows you a picture of a massive space station with basically colony pods. It is a massive space station that meets the specs you kind of heard about.
Do you have a location?
Unfortunately, they don't want me to have that kind of stuff. I swiped this off your sister when she came to visit.
What do you think powers that?
She looks down at the table, at the device you touched. Probably something they don't want people to know about.
And I'm gonna reach down and I'm gonna touch the device again.
Entity returns. What are you?
Hybrid.
How are you?
Resurrected by your technology.
Improbable. Genetic splicing incompatible.
I was dead when they did it. Incompatible or not, here I am. Improbable or not, here I am. Seeking hybrid device powered by the technology that, what are your people called? I don't even know what to call you.
Unknown. Planetary investigator. Contact lost.
I'm basically trying to figure out how to ask this thing to search for power sources of its own type.
Yep.
In the local area. It's because its local area is probably our star system.
Mm-hmm. And it may not even be able to reach that far depending on whether it's been damaged or not.
Hmm? I'll take however long I feel is necessary that I think that's been communicated appropriately, and I've gotten whatever information I think is appropriate from it.
It basically has told you that it can't detect any of its type powered within its range, but it also like you could ask it to run diagnostic or something, or if it knows of a powered device that could power a station, or what the planetary investigator had for power source, anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, I'll work my way through basically all of that as necessary to find what's there for information. I mean, I have no idea how long the amount of time I spend in this device actually is on the outside. Didn't seem like very long to Grandma.
So your diagnostics, it reports that current functionality is at 10%.
repairs possible?
Aboard Explorator vessel, yes.
Where's that?
Unknown. Currently undetected.
Last known location.
In orbit. Over local planetary designation Night City.
All right, I'm gonna pop out of that, and then I'm look down at my phone.
You said you wanted to ask it if power source.
Yeah.
It brings up an image of a power generator, showing power levels beyond what you thought were possible. The only way they could do it is if they're using some form of fusion or fission in a contained, safe manner and harnessing the 100% of that energy.
No system's 100%. I don't buy that bullshit at all.
Yeah, close to, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Like it'd have to harness it and not, because the thing is with either fission or fusion, if any of it gets out, you start having big problems.
Big problems. Okay, so I drop out. Once I get out of that whole situation, I see that the phone says Life Tech from Pinky, and I respond back with, "Oh yeah? How about Alien Tech?" Shit just got way weirder.
Pinky will just reply like, "Yeah, right, now get over here." She does not believe it at all.
What does Pinky believe?
Zid, I mean, I sent that message to the group, so that went to whatever group message that Pinky sent out for Life Tech. So everybody in the group got my response back of what I just said.
Right. Okay.
Say it again.
I said, Life Tech, how about Alien Tech? Shit just got a whole lot weirder.
You get something back. What is aliens?
Things from outer space. Things that made both you and me, my friend.
What's that?
I'm gonna meet back. Once we get met back up with the rest of the group is when I think this conversation has to happen the rest of the way. And we're what? 10 minutes out?
Yep. Pinky? Anything else you want to ask your dad, or any plans you want to make?
Oh, none that I can think about right now.
You think Savannah can chase you to orbit?
You know,
Can you specialize your nomad driving from here on out, Zed, into spacecraft? Is that possible?
As long as it's like air vehicle, yeah.
Probably its own skill.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah. Awesome. It's going to be fun explaining to Zid. I was worried that he was being the puppeted dead man. Pot, kettle. Oh, it's terrible.
It's all the fun. All the fun.
Yeah, the difference is you were the puppet before you were dead.
This
If
is
it had been the
true.
puppet, it would have been after death, even though it wasn't the case.
Death cut the strings for me. And I don't really remember anything of my life about that other than those kind of trivia details that I put forth, those TV show things that I've talked about. Nothing of substance from my youth. And that's why. Because in order to have anything other than those pop culture references and shit that was in the background, I got to remember how I actually was during that time period. Can't do that. That's not allowed. Anyway.
Well, I hope you guys had fun.
Yeah.
We'll pick up here next week as this catastrophe unfolds and see what else is in store for our lovely contestants as the world changes around them and crumbles and burns and chaos, and it's just lovely. I'm sure nothing bad could ever happen.
Oh.
Thank you all for being here.
Well, don't worry. We'll
Check out
probably-
all these
we'll
lovely
somehow be
these
leaving
lovely
the world
streamers.
Anyways. Let it burn.
Right? Until next time, as always, enjoy the story. We'll see you guys next time.